Good morning, everyone. So already we have started ISI and I pattern. In our last class, we have described the basic concept of intersymbol interference. Okay, so the figure, the schematic which is shown here, that is nothing but baseband binary data transmission system. And already,
Good morning, sir.
good morning. So already I have discussed it. Okay, in your last class. So it's a binary data, BK, it's a pulse generator, and this is a transmitting filter. Okay, so combining these two, basically this is representing transmitter, this is receiver. The receiving of the message signal is done here. Okay, so it's a receiving filter, it's a kind of low pass filter in action. It's a sampling switch, as I mentioned in your ASK, FSK, and PSK system. How this filter actually extracting the baseband signal from the modulated wave, that I have discussed here. The techniques what are involved here that I mentioned in our earlier classes, and that detected signal is coming to the decision making device, and this decision making device always compares with its threshold value. And as you know, if this incoming signal strength is greater than the threshold value, then we are assuming that one has been detected, otherwise zero. So this is the case, and here we are sending the binary data in the form of xt. Here we are receiving the signal as yt, and it is sampled at k into ts instant. So after that we are getting y1t. So xt can be written as, because xt is nothing but the combination of pulses, as I mentioned earlier. So xt can be written as ak into v of t minus ktv. Okay, where if you write here v of 0, so that should be unity, that is the normalized. Okay, normalized pulse. So vt denotes the v of t basically denotes the basic pulses. Okay, and v, when the value of k is 1, that is v of t minus tb, that means it is your the first pulse, second pulse. When k value is 2, k value is 3, third pulse. In that way it is having the train of pulses. And ak, basically ak is the simply the coefficient. Okay, so ak is should be either plus 1 volt or minus 1 volt, depending upon the incoming signal, whether it is 1 or 0. So when the incoming signal, that is the data, bk is 0, so in that case ak should be minus 1. And when bk is equal to 1, that means when the logic 1 is containing the message bit, that means ak should be plus 1. So plus 1 minus 1 depending upon the logic bit. Okay, so whether we are sending 1 or 0, depending upon bk value, ak should be there, either it should be plus 1 volt or minus 1 volt. So that is your, and coming here first. So basically, as I mentioned in your earlier classes, I have discussed in detail. If you have any doubt, you can follow my previous class also. So this is the pulse which is the accurate pulse. Okay, we are going to send it, okay, through the transmission system. So after end of this transmission system, if you receive this sort of pulses, that means here the pulse is dispersed. It is, that means, wider than this pulse. Okay, here the width is tb, but here it is beyond tb. So if it gets wider, then what happens? Because the nearby जो pulse है उसके साथ ये interference हो जाएगा, है ना? So कैसा होगा ये? So the input we are having this pulse. Okay, so this is width, this is how much tb. Now if it is dispersed, that means it is wider, okay, than the original one. So what happens? If consecutive pulses are wider, then they will be overlapped, they are in overlap condition. So here error occurs. Okay, so this is the intersymbol interference. That means some residual part of the previous or maybe later parts, they gets mixed up. So this is nothing but intersymbol interference. So due to the differentially delayed, okay, due to delayed of that, that's why they are interfere with each other and they gets mixed up. So that is called ISI, nothing more than that. Okay. Now see here, we have introduced here some sort of noise, white Gaussian noise here introduced. That means it may be NT, noise part, N of T. Okay. So if that means there is a incoming signal, the transmitted signal one, and with this channel having some sort of noise. What type of noise is this? It's a Gaussian noise. So at the output, at the received output, what will be the signal? The signal itself with the noise. So that's why see here what we are having. We are having the signal AKPT minus KTB. That is the signal with that this noise. Okay. So this is your YT. This is your YT means the received signal. We have sent XT. Listen carefully. We have sent this one. This is your XT basically, isn't it? This is your XT. So this is your XT. So this is your XT. Okay. XT is what is this is your XT. This is your XT. The baseband signal. We are getting YT. That is the received signal. Okay. That is the case. And when this YT is sampled here, okay, after low pass filtering action, that sample value is coming to the decision making device, and every time it is compared with the threshold. And this switching and this filtering action is done by the bit synchronizer, as we have mentioned in your PSK waveform, PSK phase shift key. Over there we have discussed in detail. Okay, so this is YT. That means the received signal at the receiver section. XT is the transmitting baseband signal which to be transmitted. As you know all these things. So that's why this is your XT. Now this is your YT. So this is your YT. So this is your noise portion, white Gaussian noise, and this is your. From this we will recover our baseband signal. AK is the amplitude, it may be +1 or -1, and this is your pass. Okay. So now it may be sampled. As I mentioned, after low pass filtering, we are sampling it, isn't it? Okay. So that's why I have written here the term P of T minus KTB represents the combined impulse response of the receiver filter. Okay. So now YT, that is nothing but the received signal. Okay. YT means nothing but the received signal. So this portion is there. This part will give you the baseband signal. With that, some noise part is there. Now this YT, as I mentioned in the figure, YT is sampled. Okay, so YT is sampled at TI. TI is equal to ITB. I is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I is a natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So ITB. So this T, that means as you know in the analog signal we have sampled T is equal to KTB, isn't it? T is equal to KTS. In the sampling we have seen that T is equal to KTS. So K is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when TS, that is the first sample, 2 TS, second, third, fourth, in this way. So similarly here, TI is equal to this T is sample, that is TI is equal to what is ITB, that is I is equal to 1, so 1 TB, 2 TB, 3 TB. Okay, TB is the bit duration. Okay, so Now see here. So Ti is equal to ITB. So now right, T is replaced by Ti. So y of Ti and the y function is y of Ti. Mu is outside. Okay, what is mu? Mu is a scaling factor. It's a constant value. Okay, mu is a scaling factor. It's a constant value. So k is equal to 1 to minus infinity to plus infinity a k p of so Ti KTB. Okay, Ti KTB. Ti का वैल्यू कितना है? ITB. Okay, ITB. देखो यहाँ पे ITB. So we have written here P of ITB, isn't it? And KTB still it is there KTB. Okay. Plus N of T NT. T is replaced by here. T is replaced by how much value? T is replaced by Ti. Okay. So that's why T is replaced by Ti, and Ti is nothing but ITB. So here देखो. So y of Ti mu into AI. Okay. Why? Because देखो I का वैल्यू ये क्या होगा? चेंज होगा 1 2 3 4 5 6 ऐसा कर करके it may happen somewhere the I may be equal to k. Okay, somewhere it may be I is equal to k because I is changing 1 2 3 4. Okay, यहाँ पे देखो KTB, k is it's also a number. It is also 1 2 3 4 5 6. So somewhere there may have one place where I का value और k का value same हो जाएगा. One point will reach. Over there, value of I should be matches with k value. That means I is equal to k. So when I is equal to k होगा, I am telling about that point. I am telling about which point? When the value of I and when the value of k are same. Means I may be 2, so k may be 2. I may be 3, so k may be 3. Okay, so that is called I is equal to k. So in that case, क्या हो जाएगा ये? देखो, so k is equal to I. देखो यहाँ पे k is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, but k not is equal to I कहाँ हो गया? इधर बाहर में जो तो पहले एक के इक्वल टू आई करो तो ए आई हो जाएगा. ठीक है, ए आई हो जाएगा. सो म्यू इंटू ए आई. आई फिक्स वैल्यू से बाहर में आ गया. देखो म्यू इंटू ए आई बाहर में आ गया. ओके, देखो इफ यू एनी डाउट के इक्वल टू आई कर दिया. देखो तो के इक्वल टू आई होने से क्या हो जाएगा? ये देखो के इक्वल टू आई होने से क्या हो जाएगा? के इक्वल टू आई. सो ये पी ऑफ जीरो हो जाएगा. सो पी ऑफ जीरो मीन्स नॉर्मलाइज, सो इट विल बी 1. एन ए आई हो जाएगा. सो म्यू ए आई बाहर में आ जाएगा when k is equal to 0. और जो जो पोजीशन में k नॉट इज इक्वल टू आई है वो रह जाएगा यहाँ पे. तो इसलिए देखो ब्रैकेट में क्या है, यहाँ पे है समेशन में क्या है? k is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity to all values except k not is equal to I. k not is equal to I, then this is because k is equal to I होगा तो क्या होगा? ये वैल्यू बाहर में आ जाएगा. यहाँ पे देखो के इक्वल टू आई होगा तो क्या होगा? के इक्वल टू आई होगा तो पी ऑफ आई टी बी, पी ऑफ आई टी बी, आई टी बी आई टी बी 0. सो ये पी ऑफ 0 हो जाएगा. पी ऑफ 0 मीन्स 1. सो ए आई प्लस क्या होगा? देखो तुम लोग समझ में तुम्हारा आ गया कि नहीं? देखो नहीं तो हम इसको हम और डिटेल में हम दिखाएंगे ये पार्ट को. देखो समेशन एक ए आई हो गया, ए आई और ये पी 0 हो गया.
सर वॉइस नहीं आ रहा है।
ओके 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 ओके। तो देखो ये जो पूरा एक्सप्रेशन है, यहाँ पे के का वैल्यू कहाँ से कहाँ तक है, माइनस इन्फिनिटी से प्लस इन्फिनिटी तक। ओके, माइनस इन्फिनिटी से प्लस इन्फिनिटी, दैट मीन माइनस इन्फिनिटी टू प्लस इन्फिनिटी। तो ये जो माइनस इन्फिनिटी के का वैल्यू से प्लस इन्फिनिटी तक है, तो इसी जगह में कोई ना कोई प्लेस होगा जहां पे के का वैल्यू एंड आई का वैल्यू सेम होगा, दैट इज के इक्वल टू आई होगा। So I am thinking about that point where k is equal to I. तो if k is equal to I हो ही गया तो क्या होगा, a k क्या होगा, a I हो जाएगा, ठीक है, और p ऑफ 0 हो जाएगा। तो p ऑफ 0 का वैल्यू 1 है, इसलिए बाहर में a I आ जाएगा, mu ऑफ a I हो गया, that is value, this is for k is equal to I, we are getting k is equal to I, and when k not is equal to I, बाकी सारे जो वैल्यूज है k का माइनस इन्फिनिटी থেকে प्लस इन्फिनिटी तक जितने सारे वैल्यूज है इनफाइनाइट नंबर, वो रह जाएगा यहाँ पे। ओके, सो दिस इज द केस। नाउ सी हियर mu ai, दिस इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट mu ai, बिकॉज दिस इज द ith सैंपल है, ith सैंपल है। अब बाकी सारे जो टर्म है यहाँ पे देखो रेसिड्यू पार्ट हो गया, कि तुम्हारा ये टर्म तुम्हारा डिजायरेबल है बिकॉज यू आर सैम्पलिंग एट ith इंस्टेंट, तो ये तुम्हारा डिजायर रिसीव्ड सिग्नल है। बाकी सारे जो यहाँ पे जो ये टर्म है ये रेसिडुअल पार्ट है, तो दिस इज नॉट डिजायरेबल एंड दिस रेसिडुअल पार्ट बेसिकली इंट्रोड्यूसिंग आई साइन। तो तुम्हारा डिजायरेबल पार्ट कौन है, म्यू इज इक्वल टू ए आई, दैट मीन्स वाई ऑफ टी आई इज इक्वल टू म्यू ए आई होना चाहिए, ठीक है, दैट इज द डिजायरेबल पार्ट। बट यहाँ पे के इज इक्वल टू माइनस इंफिनिटी टू प्लस इंफिनिटी जो टर्म यहाँ पे है, these are undesirable term and these are mainly responsible for eyesight. Okay, so you are having only the desirable term is mu ai, this first term only. Okay, so that's why this is the received output yt at instant t is equal to ti, we have find out it. So mu ai, okay, mu ai is your desirable term, so that's why देखो यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है the first term, देखो the first term mu ai is produced by the ith transmitted bit, ith transmitted bit. Okay, if I is equal to 1, so mu a 1, so first transmitted bit. If I is equal to 2, so mu a2, that is the second transmitted bit, isn't it? So this mu ai is your desirable or received bit, बाकी सारे जो टर्म है these are undesirable. So theoretically we need only mu ai term, we need not require other terms. So that's why theoretically only this term should be present, however practically it is not so, क्योंकि practically देखो यहाँ पे और बहुत सारे टर्म है। The second term ये जो है, okay, this part, okay, और this is तो white Gaussian noise, उसके सिवा ये जो टर्म है summation देखिए, the second term represents the residual effect of all transmitted bit obtained at the time of sampling of the ith bit. This residual effect is known as inter-symbol interference, as I mentioned. ठीक है, because I is equal to k जो instant है वो that bit you require, okay, so उसके सिवा you are having some other part also, this is not desirable at all. So you remember ये जो बाकी I is equal to k करके जो बाहर में आ गया वही तुम्हारा desirable part है, and you send it mu ai to the decision making device and that value is compared with the threshold and accordingly you are having the idea about the received data. But जो second term है that is not the desirable, okay, that is the residual part, okay, so all the transmitted bits of residual part of all the transmitted bits, and that is called the intersymbol interference. Okay, due to that your pulses are gets wider and intersymbol interference occurs. So our desirable part is mu ai. So when semester exam में पूछेगा तो तुमको ये दिखाना पड़ेगा अप टू दिस। ओके, एक्स टी, फिर वाई टी, फिर वाई टी आई, एंड उसके बाद दिस एक्सप्रेशन एंड दीज टू कंक्लूजन्स, these two conclusions. Okay, it's most important. Now we'll go for zero ISI. How to get zero ISI? Listen, because यहाँ पे तो ISI है, ये तुम्हारा ISI इंट्रोड्यूसिंग ISI. तो जीरो ISI मीन्स क्या होगा, ये टर्म नहीं होना चाहिए. Zero ISI means this term must not be present. If that present means ISI has introduced. Okay. So this is most important. So we can go for zero ISI conditions. देखो, so YT is nothing but this. YT is this. इसके साथ वो जो तुम्हारा नॉइज पार्ट NT है, व्हाइट गॉसियन नॉइज. ओके, ये था हमारा रिसेप्शन मीन्स लो पास फिल्टर का आउटपुट. यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या किए थे, के इक्वल टू आई कर दिया था. ओके, के इक्वल आई करके म्यू ए आई मिल गया था, इजंट? म्यू ए आई मिल गया था. देखो, म्यू ए आई मिल गया था. म्यू ए आई, देखो म्यू ए आई मिल गया. तो ये जो पी आई टी बी माइनस के टी बी, ये तुम्हारा जीरो होना चाहिए. कब? व्हेन आई नॉट इज इक्वल टू के. करेक्ट. व्हेन आई नॉट इज इक्वल टू के, दैट टाइम क्या होगा बाबू, पी ऑफ आई टी बी माइनस के टी बी शुड बी जीरो. If that happen, and otherwise when I is equal to k, this value should be 1. If that happen, then we don't have any ISI. तो ISI का कंडीशन क्या होगा, ये जो P of ITB minus KTB, that should be unity when I is equal to k, and it should be 0 when I not is equal to k. देखो वही टर्म मैंने वहां पे लिखा. देखो ठीक है, P of ITB minus KTB, that is 1 when I is equal to k. And when I not is equal to k, then P of ITB minus KTB is equal to 0. So that is called ISI, Nyquist criteria for zero ISI. This is called, you remember, this is called Nyquist criteria for zero ISI. Correct? देखो कुछ डाउट है तो बोलो. So that's why then क्या होगा जीरो ISI के लिए, y of ti is equal to mu a I. I may be 1 2 3 4 5 6. That means if I is equal to 1, so first instant beat, second instant beat, second transmitted beat, third transmitted beat, and so on so forth. So mu ai is our desirable received data, and if only we are having y of ti is equal to mu ai, that is indicating zero ISI. Okay, in the absence of noise, mean NT is 0. NT is different issue because NT introduces in the channel as white Gaussian noise, but due to dispersion of the data, some noise occurred, that is called intersymbol interference. Okay, so that intersymbol interference can be overcome if and only if P of ITB minus KTB, that should be unity for I is equal to K, and P of ITB minus KTB, that should be 0 if I not is equal to K. So this is the condition. So this condition is most important, and in your semester exam, question may come in that way. Why? What is ISI? Okay. Why ISI introduced? Then you explain ISI in detail. लास्ट में और एक क्वेश्चन पूछेगा, व्हाट इज द कंडीशन फॉर जीरो आईएसआई और व्हाट इज नाइक्विस्ट क्राइटेरिया फॉर जीरो आईएसआई. Okay, so this sort of question may come in your semester exam. So I will share this note also, ISI and I pattern. Okay, तो ये सर्किट तुमको ये जो सिमेट्रिक है यहाँ पे रखना होगा, क्योंकि ओवर यूजिंग दिस सिमेट्रिक वी आर एक्सप्लेनिंग एवरीथिंग. Okay, y of ti or x of t, whatever you are telling, something like that, depending upon this structure. Okay, so this circuit is important, this one, then this expression. Okay, then this expression is most important, this one, then these two expressions as I described in detail, this and this. From here we are moving for zero ISI, क्योंकि म्यू ए आई मिल गया तुमको, म्यू ए आई मिल गया, तो you have only mu ai if this part is zero, isn't it? That means no ISI. Zero कब होगा? Means I not is equal to k. This part is I not is equal to k. This part is I not is equal to k. If when I not is equal to k, then p of I to be minus k to be if it is equal to zero. If zero हो जाएगा ये means ये absent है. That means क्या है? Zero ISI. Okay. So this is the simple case. So when I is equal to k, e of I to be minus k to be is equal to 1, and p of I to be minus k to be is equal to 0 when I not is equal to k. This is called your Nyquist criteria for zero ISI. बोलो कुछ डाउट है तो नहीं, तो हम लोग आई पैटर्न डिस्कस करेंगे. आई पैटर्न मींस क्या है बोलो तो? आई आई मींस so it's like it's something like eye structure. Okay, so that's why it's called eye pattern. ये देखो, ये जो है थोड़ी बहुत आई से मिलता जुलता है, आई ओपनिंग है. ओके, तो हाउ टू गेट आई पैटर्न? नो, वी आर हैविंग वन सीआरओ, एज यू पीपल नो दैट, यू नो सीआरओ. तो सीआरओ में दो डिफ्लेक्शन प्लेट होता है, एक्स डिफ्लेक्शन प्लेट, वाई डिफ्लेक्शन प्लेट होता है. तो जब तुम एक्स डिफ्लेक्शन प्लेट में ये क्या दिए हो, देखो शॉटूथ वेव. ओके, तो शॉटूथ वेव, इफ यू अप्लाई शॉटूथ वेव इन एक्स डिफ्लेक्शन प्लेट, और वाई में क्या दे रहे हो तुम? रिसीव डिजिटल सिग्नल, जो डेटा तुम्हारा रिसीव्ड है. ठीक है, इसे ट्रांसमीटर से रिसीवर तक जो सिग्नल आए हैं, रिसीवर में जो सिग्नल रिसीव्ड हुए हैं, so that is your received signal. Now you apply these two signals to deflection plate. Okay, between these two deflection plate, y plate में received signal और x plate में sawtooth. Okay, sawtooth दिखने में क्या होता है? Something like that, triangular. ठीक है, तो something like that. Okay, तो sawtooth pulse we are applying X deflection plate and Y में reception. Okay, now we'll get this sort of scene. This is called eye pattern seen in CRO stream. देखो eye pattern seen on the CRO stream. Okay, तो ये देखो जैसे तुम्हारा आंख होता है, if you close your eyes, that means this opening is 0, this distance is 0. Okay, if this is 0, this means your eyes are closed. So that's why this is called eye opening. यहाँ पे लिखे हैं eye opening. Okay. If this vertical distance is 0, then means your eyes are closed. Okay, eyes are closed. So that you have to remember. So your task is that today you go through the ISI fully. Okay. Okay. You must go through ISI fully and how eye pattern is achieved. How eye pattern is used. What are the significance? Let us in our next class I will discuss. What are the effect of eye pattern. Okay. तो बहुत सारे इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर्स है, जैसे तुम्हारा लाइन कोडिंग का सब प्रॉपर्टीज था, सिमिलरली आई पैटर्न का कुछ प्रॉपर्टीज है. ओके, कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन हम लोग के पास मिलेगा अबाउट द रिसीव्ड सिग्नल. सो व्हाट आर द इंफॉर्मेशन दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर वन बाय वन. इफ आई ओपनिंग is maximum, what does it mean? If eyes are closed, what does it mean? Okay, what is the amount of the noise? Okay, so what should be the instant of the sampling time? So what should be the perfect sampling instant? So all these thing information may be available from the eye pattern. Okay, so in the examination also, in the semester exam, यहाँ पे भी और एक क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं कि व्हाट इज आई पैटर्न, हाउ टू गेट आई पैटर्न. ओके, और व्हाट आर द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ आई पैटर्न, ये कॉमन क्वेश्चन. तो आई पैटर्न कैसे तुमको मिलेगा, ये सिंपली यू राइट in the CRO we are having two deflection plate X and Y. Then if we apply sawtooth wave at a rate of 1 by dB in the X deflection plate, and if we apply receipt signal at the Y deflection plate, then we see eye-like structure on the CRO screen. Okay, in that way we can have eye pattern. Okay, so that will be the answer, something like that. So we'll be discussing detail what significance of eye pattern in the later classes. But still today, if you have any doubt about ISI and how to generate eye pattern, if you have any doubts, you can tell me. So in the next class, we will complete this chapter. Also, you can study ideal solution. Okay, ideal solution and raise cosine, these two. You just go through. If you have doubt, I will explain it in our coming days. Okay, so raise cosine and ideal solution, these two. Okay, raise cosine and ideal solution. So बोलो, कुछ कहना है तुम लोगों को? तुम लोग हॉस्टल में हो क्या, यहाँ पे ना घर में हो? इधर है तुम लोग कॉलेज में?
सर घर आए हुए हैं.
अच्छा, तो एक नोटिस निकल है तो गवर्नमेंट तरफ से, नोटिस निकल चुके हैं कुछ हैं, तो देखते हैं पूरा ऑफलाइन होगा, ऑफलाइन होगा कि नहीं पता नहीं. वहाँ पे तो ऑफलाइन तो रिस्ट्रिक्शन दिया है. हाँ, लैब ऑफलाइन में हो रहा था, तो कल तो प्रिंसिपल मैम आई है कॉलेज में, आज शायद कुछ डिस्कशन होगा इस बारे में. तो क्या होगा वो तो नोटिस में तुमको पता चलेगा. नोटिस तुम लोग देखे हैं गवर्नमेंट का? शायद
Yes, sir.
हाँ देख चुके हैं. तो हम लोग भी कल आए हैं इधर, तो उसके बाद थोड़ा मीटिंग होगा। क्योंकि कोरोना बहुत बढ़ गया है, तुम रेस्ट्रिक्शन में रहो तुम लोग भी, ठीक है। तो कब ये खत्म होगा पता नहीं, बट डिफिकल्ट टाइम चल रहा है। तो ज्यादा नहीं पढ़ाए हम आज, ठीक है। ये घर में देखो ऐसा क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, ओके। और नाइक्विस्ट क्राइटेरिया फॉर जीरो जो मैंने बोल दिया, और आइडियल सॉल्यूशन एंड रेंज कोसाइन सॉल्यूशन, ये भी घर में पढ़ाई करो। और आई पैटर्न कैसे आई पैटर्न कैसे तुमको बनाना है, ठीक है। सीआर स्ट्रिंग में एक्सप्लेन में क्या दोगे, वाई में क्या दोगे। तो ये जो आई पैटर्न का सिग्निफिकेंस जो है, इम्पोर्टेंस जो है, ये हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में डिस्कस करेंगे, ठीक है ना। तो ठीक है, हम लोग चलते हैं आज।
थैंक यू सर।
कल हम लोग मीट करेंगे हुआ क्लास में, ठीक है। ये पढ़ाई करो, ये मटेरियल्स क्लासरूम में है कि नहीं हम देखते हैं, नहीं तो आज ये हम अपलोड कर देंगे, ऐसा एंड आई पैटर्न, ठीक।
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू एवरीवन।